Okay, so what a difference a day makes, or a few days. Ended up taking 2 zeros in Warner Springs. 0 means that no miles are hiked that day, and just relax. I got some gear change out at the 2 Foot Adventures. I am so thankful they are there. I thought I was going to have to wait until Idlewild to look at some gear changes. I just want to tell you that so the big thing we looked at is my pack. I loved my Osprey Ariel AG 65, but it was just way too heavy for me. Almost 5 pounds. And so we switched me out to a what a granite gear I think I've got now. Granite gear. And the Crown 2, it weighs less than half of what my other pack weighed. It's only like a little over 2 pounds. And so it's different, you know, it's not the Cadillac with the big wide straps and puffiness and pillows and all that stuff. But man, this one's a lot more manageable, let me tell you. I also changed out my water bottle from a bladder to it's like a siphon tube thing here that just goes into the top of the bottle. So you already have your bottles that you're carrying, but you don't have the weight of the bladder as well. So I'm still carrying 2.5 liters of water. And what else did I do? I gave up, you saw I gave up the back scratcher. Shall I have a moment of silence? These trees are some of the most amazing things I have ever seen. So beautiful. And speaking of amazing, what? There's a table. Areas like this right here, I call it scrub brush country. I don't know why. This reminds me of a bunch of scrub brushes. It's also very hot in here. There's almost kind of stagnant with a slight breeze. It's pretty warm today. I was supposed to get up in the 60s. It feels warmer, but oh, there's a breeze right there. But welcome to Scrub Brush. Scrub brush. All right. I come around the corner. There just might be a little trail magic brewing up here. Let's see what we got. Take 1 cold beer and soda. Thank you. Thank you, Prometheus. Let's see if there's any in here. Feels kind of empty. Whoa. And the cupboard is bare. The funniest thing happened earlier. I had to stop and take a little bathroom break. And I put all my stuff down and climbed up a little off the trail. And there was all these big trees that had fallen. And I thought, oh, perfect. I can just sit right here, just like almost like a real toilet. So, and it looked pretty sturdy. I went to sit on it and oh my God, ass over tea kettle. That branch was not ready for this big fat white ass to sit on it. And down we went. That was funny. But so I got up and went to another bigger branch and was successful. Just thought you'd want to know. Goodness. I am so hungry for a McDonald's filet of fish, no cheese, extra tartar right now. I can taste it. I can taste it. How far to the McDonald's? I think it's a couple 100 miles more. Okay, another lesson learned maybe. I left, after I cooked dinner last night, I left my little stove on my gas can. And when I went to heat up water this morning for coffee, guess what? There's no gas. So I am going to attempt to drink cold, instant breakfast, instant coffee. I'm gonna force it down. So we'll see. So that means I have no cooking for the next 4 days, which is I brought food to cook. So it looks like the next 4 days I'm gonna be living on, what do I got? Power bars, and I think I've got a candy bar. And I do have some oatmeal, so I can cold soak it. Another lesson learned. Every day on the trail, there's something new. Okay, we're gonna try this cold coffee instant breakfast. Hey, not bad. I'm saved. When I came up to this campsite, I saw these beetle tracks everywhere and realized either a lot of beetles or a very busy one here. And that's actually when I was having my dinner last night, my couscous with garlic herb. I finally ate something with butter. Woo! He was entertaining me. He was just kind of walking around and checking things out, and he digs in the dirt for things. So I don't know what he finds in there, but he's very big. So it must be very fruitful for him to be in this spot. Look at how beautiful.
Hi.
Whoa,
don't fall. We met Lion
here's
today.
Betsy and Claudia.
Hi. We met Lion today on the trail, everybody.
Yay! And they're on their way back. They're just come up to enjoy this beautiful, beautiful trail, which everybody else should do on the weekends, huh?
Yeah, we're just day hikers.
Right.
We admire Lion for doing this.
Yeah.
And look at, they brought their babies with them.
Yes.
Yep, these are our fellow
That's the
hikers.
Mighty G and the Winnie and Zoe.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So beautiful. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
Betsy and Claudia gave me a bag of mango. Oh my God, it's so good. It's your spot. Thank you. Most of the section I am following today is all uphill, following the Agua Caliente River, and look at this beautiful tree bridge. I'm not sure what, I think it's some kind of pine maybe, but look at the bark peels. I bet you could use all of that stuff for a lot of different things. And it's covering the whole hillsides here. And onward we go. It's another hot one. Stopped and had a little lunch. Some tuna and candy bar. I actually ate a candy bar. Got my umbrella out, and now we continue to head upwards. Upwards and onwards. Whew. Today is one of those days on the trail where it is hard. It's uphill, it's hot, and uphill, and steep, and rocky. But look at that view. It's only for a part of today. But just want to make sure I let you know the real part of the trail. It's not the fantasy trail where, oh, let's walk the Pacific Crest. There's a lot. All right, so I turned a rock into a lounge chair. I just had to stop. I was only going 20 steps at a time. It's too hot, too steep. So gonna have a little snack in a little bit, but just taking a short rest and siesta for about a half hour or so. I was thinking maybe I should put a sign on myself. I'm not dead, I'm just resting. In case anybody came by. Although nobody's come by. Who else would be crazy enough to be hiking one of the steepest portions in the heat of the day? Alright. I love it. When I come around the corner and see tents, that means I've got my spot full tonight. So it was good to make it to camp, and now I'm doing the 0.2 miles down to the creek to get some water to filter. And they were all laughing because they go, "Yeah, I made it." And the one gal says, "We were wondering if you really did die," because somebody I was teasing about with the sign that I was going to make. So, well, it was so hot and straight up, and I do need to be careful. But there were so many people on the trail going the other way, day hikers coming out to hike the beautiful section. And so, of course, I got to stop and visit with everybody. So, it takes me a little longer to get through, but I do it. So, I just filtered up 2 liters from the little waterfall down there. And not like I need it to cook or anything. But I'm going to cold soak some oatmeal for the morning. And for those of you who do not know what cold soaking is, it's basically putting the water in with the stuff, like the oatmeal, and in there I've got a bunch of homemade, I dehydrated some blueberries. So I'll put it in tonight and it'll be ready tomorrow. It won't be warm, but I'm sure it's going to be delicious. Oh. I don't remember that tree.